cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop, it's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical,
have a good night,
and
man.
just
Take
not
care.
your style. But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction videos. So in the hopes that you do go watch all of that helpful content and give them a real chance, here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members. This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So let's start.
I'm glad you guys
now.
can hear me.
BTS is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013. BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which can be translated to Bulletproof Boy Scouts in English. Why is the abbreviation for Bulletproof Boy Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name. To avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtan Sonyeondan. BTS is composed of 7 members.
You know, you could almost say BTS is suffering from their own success. What I mean by that is that BTS is so successful as a K-pop group in the West, like so successful, has such a huge Western audience capture that you get people that automatically, like, you know how she's saying, don't assume, don't take a Western standard and throw it onto a Korean cultural standard. And it's like, the thing is, they've attracted such a Western, like, they've so successfully captured and captivated a Western audience that those people can't help but do that because that's all they know, and they have so many fans in that zone. So it's almost like you're suffering from your own success and that you've done so well that you've captured all these people, but now they don't understand you. They did pave the way. There was a lot of, I mean, like, they paved the way for success of K-pop groups to be successful in the West. I 100% agree with that.
Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by...
Honestly, after seeing NCT, there's not a lot of members for BTS. There are not a lot of members for BTS. After meeting NCT, that's a lie. There's a good amount for BTS. It's a good number. Trust me, there are K-pop groups that have way too many people.
J-pop industry in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have. Because for choreographies, odd numbers look better than even numbers.
Very true. That is a great point. I never really thought about that, but now that she brought that up, that's a fantastic point.
With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content. BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allow...
Actually, I have a question for those who are a little bit more, how do I say it, more aware of Asian culture. Would it be the same in like P-pop or J-pop? That it's like it's not a genre, it's like a whole industry. Or is like were those J-pop, P-pop? Do they just take the formula from Korean K-pop, or is it just how it is? Like, I'm kind of curious.
Them, inspire them, or force them to grow beyond this industry very quickly. Like the Western music industry, the K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups cancelled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups worked with famous songwriters and producers, BTS's label had to find a strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning. And that's why signing rappers who wrote their raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was this K-pop label's unusual first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcomed, not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, they really, like, how do I say this? The reason why they're so successful in a Western audience is, in a sense, they do appeal to a Western audience. Like, they seem authentic. They came from the bottom. They grinded up. It's such an American, North American perspective. The American dream. What do you start? From rock bottom. You grind your way up, and now you're a multi-millionaire, billionaire, who knows what, right? That's the American dream. That's the idea we're sold. Anybody can make it. If you put your heart and mind to it, even you too can make it. So BTS is literally an example of that, because they didn't have the label, and they weren't superstars from the moment they came. They literally worked up. And so because that is their story, it makes it literally the perfect selling point to a Western audience, really, if you think about it. Because that's what Western audiences love. They love an underdog story. They love a zero to hero story, because that's the kind of narratives culturally that is accepted in the West, or in North America at least. I can't say all of the West. It is a North American cultural phenomenon or idea of zero to hero, the underdog story, the guy who came from nothing and now he's somebody, right?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report. Midnight.
Yeah, you and me, the whole club's flooded, you're the only one I'm watching. Oh, come and see, the bottles in the club got both their bodies talking.
Thank you, Sia. That's so sick that BTS has a Grammy nomination.
Forcing the K-pop industry to really notice BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche world.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out.
I love Zane Lowe. I love watching his Apple Music interviews with artists, man. I can't wait for everybody in BTS to come out. They start a new album so Zane Lowe can go to Seoul and do an interview with them. I can't wait for that. I'd eat that up. If I could put it on stream and not get copyrighted by Apple Music, I would.
Out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept. And they are very cool as well. But I'm serious, that is a very small minority of their discography. That is what—
Do you guys think I'll get copyright striked if I do a Jungkook interview with Zayn Lowe? If I do a reaction to that? Do you think I'll get shut down for that?
I know people who actually listen to BTS
Yeah, I
are
believe
not
that.
teenagers.
That's fair.
They are around BTS's age, most in their 20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any group wants to go solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
솔로야 방탄소년단이야. 방탄소년단이야.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고.
The BTS members started releasing solo music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
I'm a BTS. jhope from BTS.
I'm jimin of BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how musically diverse can a mainstream, mass appeal, family—
Here, let me go back a bit. You know, I think, you know what's the real talent about BTS? They're stronger than the sum of their parts, really. When they're together, it's just phenomenal as a unit. So, and they really care about each other, and they're best friends. And so, I'm not surprised that they'd never want to do a solo career over being in the group. They'd probably rather just retire as a group than solo. I think, at least.
Okay, but how musically diverse can a mainstream, mass appeal, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer this, I'm going to talk about archetypes. When first getting to know BTS, many try to recognize them with boy band tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo star? Although I don't like these labels, I understand that people who don't know—
I didn't even know this was a thing. I had no idea there was like a trope to I had no idea this was even a thing until right now.
Them needs something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are jhope, RM, and suga. RM used to stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first. So RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Namjoon.
RM is the poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader.
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon K.
Which does not mean he is the main guy.
If anybody knows anybody at Louis Vuitton, I want a model for them. I'll do it for free. I'll literally fly out to Paris and do a model show for free. I don't care. I don't want to get paid. I'd love to just be a model. I'm tall, I'm slim, I'm perfect for them. If somebody knows anybody at Louis Vuitton, let me know.
It means he's the spokesperson in the group.
Because I'm the spokesperson, I'm going to speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual.
Why do you not going on? Yeah. I like the camera.
And the only BTS member who can speak fluent English.
Making some music together with her?
리조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지. 너무 정신이 없어서. Oh, so it was so loud and crazy and hectic there.
And RM is known for his wordplay and lyricism.
He's honestly quite an intelligent guy. He really is a really intelligent. He's my favorite. I really like RM. I kind of look up to him, to be honest with you.
Think of him as a rapper
Sana, it was great. It really was great.
in alternative hip-hop, indie pop, and R&B, in which his introspective words can properly shine. Next is suga. Suga stands for shooting guard, one of the 5 positions in basketball.
Shooting and guard, so suga.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball fan. As a solo artist, Suga also goes by Augustine. which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Suga.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegu town.
That's your hometown, DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and August D are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me August D or Suga or Yoongi.
Yeah.
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background, and he is used to doing everything in his songs. Suga is known as the main producer in BTS.
Who is BTS producer? Suga.
And has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his delivery is unapologetic, aggressive, fast,
Low-key, Suga is a gangsta. Low-key, Suga is a gangsta. Like, we can't even disrespect him like that. Ain't no disrespect him like that.
and overall extremely dynamic. The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole, but J-Hope also has some of his real name. Last name John, first name Hosok. J-Hope is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing, so his music, rap style, and even personality
Bro, look at him. He's so smooth with it.
energetic dance.
He's so smooth with it.
Think of hip-hop, synth-pop, trap, house,
I wish I had that rhythmic energy he does, man. I wish I did.
and funk. J-Hope is most known for his catchy curses.
Don't we all wish we had RM's genius and J-Hope's vibes and Suga's attitude?
Ad-libs,
you crazy. You know I can take it more.
and flow switches. Next, we have the four singers, Jin, V,
Outro tier, man. Outro tier. What?
Jungkook, and Jimin. Study with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin, and Jin's keyword is sentimental.
He is the badass of the
emotive.
group. I
Not
agree.
emotional, but emotive. Before becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his emotional range. A big inspiration for him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated
There
with.
we go. There we go.
저는 이제 밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게 좋아하는데
So
I
think
love
of
that.
pop rock, Brit rock, new wave, and ballads. Jin shines as a live band vocalist. Members of the Grammy panel described his vocals as a silver voice, and he's best known for his strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 진영이 형, 지민이 형이 안 있지? 그 둘이 때문에 곡이 높아지실 때 자꾸.
Next is Jimin. Park Jimin goes by his real name Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
It's really nice to meet you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin
You know, I feel with Jimin, he's like the most mystical character of them all. Like, I feel like we never quite know for sure with Jimin. Like, he feels like a mystery. Like, even though we search up about him and it just feels like he has like some hidden mystery around him. Like, he can do anything. Like, you never quite know. And it's a cool aura to have, that mystery. It's a cool thing to have. I like it, at least.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer.
Okay, we're back.
And his vocals have been described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal. Not only his vocals, but his personality is also sweet and cute.
Cutie, sexy, lovely. Cutie and sexy and lovely. Sexy, cutie, lovely. I'm sweet guy. Cutie, sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop.
Oh, this song.
R&B pop, synth pop, Latin pop, and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known for his hypnotizing performance.
Sure, we can do that. This is the last video we're going to do for today's stream, but I can write that down and we can potentially do that either in, well, see if we do it on a live stream, we might get, do you know if that song will get us copyright striked? Because if we won't, then I'll do it on a live tomorrow. If we are, then I have to leave it for like an actual video.
On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Taeyeon, stands for victory.
Only V. Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice.
I love V, man. He's like the coolest, like, he's so cool, man. I love V. I love V, man.
His songs are R&B, neo-soul, indie pop.
Jimin is quite iconic, I will say. Lie is my all-time favorite Jimin song. Okay. Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope. So wouldn't it be 4 J's? Jimin, Jungkook, Jen, and J-Hope?
In jazz. And V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his songs. V is an old soul. He loves photography, old music, and formal clothing. V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The 7th member is Jungkook. Jungkook uses his real name. Last name is John. First
Jungkook's low-key a badass, though. He kind of badass, bro.
name is Jungkook.
Jung and JT on the main now. I'm Jungkook Jungkook.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let you go. We were so beautiful. There's nothing like us. There's nothing like you and me. I'ma leave the door open. I spent 10.
Bro, how are you this talented, dude? How are you this talented? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. How are you this talented, bro?
He is now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop. His Western collabs
In the world, know my name on the truth.
So if you're ready, got you skipping work in me. Fuck it, let's sleep in. Yeah.
and songs in English are pop perfection. And like the biggest pop stars, Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
We literally reacted to this. We did this song, like the studio version 7. And then we did the live performance here. Apparently he was really sick when this happened. He had a really bad cold or something when this happened. I couldn't tell. I thought it was a great performance. But apparently he was really sick when he did this.
Once you have associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said, because all the BTS members are experts at breaking out of their label boxes. The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs. The underground rapper loves playing the acoustic guitar and the piano and singing introspective, sweet lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies.
This is one of my favorite songs, by the way. This is literally one of my favorite songs. I loved this song when it came out. We did a reaction to it. You guys should check it out. This was a classic. I love this song.
The Sentimental One has a song about his love for fishing, and he is very silly as well.
We did that one too. Like, we reacted to that. We just recently reacted to that. So go check out that video reaction to the Tuna song.
You know, worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome, Jin.
The Ethereal One also shines in powerful hip-hop performances.
We reacted to that song as well. It was a great song. I think that was the one song my brother actually was like, yo, Jimin went crazy on this.
Soulful One can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the Mainstream One loves composing non-mainstream songs.
Bro, he's such a rock star, bro.
Perfectly as a group, performing
Jungkook's such a rock star,
and more.
Come and show me what you got.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
If that ain't the truth, I'll tell you what. Like, look, we had no idea what we were getting into when we first started reacting to BTS. But she's right. There is a BTS song for everybody. For everybody. I promise you, if you're not an absolute hater, there is a BTS song that you can like and enjoy and kind of fall in love with. If you're not just an absolute hater, right? You can find a song that you really enjoy. And we have. Like, again, we're not haters. We enjoy good music. Good music is good music. And clearly BTS has good music. So we really fallen in love with them and became fans of BTS. And also, like, imagine if we just clickbait and be like, yo, we're K-pop haters. We're actually BTS haters and we're going to react to BTS. Like, it's fake news. But what I'm trying to say is, like, they really do have such a diversity in their sound that you can find a song that you enjoy. If you really care about music, you can find a BTS song that you enjoy. And that's the beauty of BTS. That's how you know they're so talented, that they can have that diversity and still make you feel welcome, still feel authentic, still feel part of the music. And that's fantastic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the stream. We had technical difficulties in the beginning, but we rallied hard and we came on strong at the end. You guys have been amazing. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully you guys have a great night. Take care. Stay safe. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And that is the end of our stream today. And we will get to some of the streams for tomorrow. You guys were so fantastic. Thank you guys.